I'm Ross Viteshchak. I'm one of the partners at ADSP, Applied Data Science Partners, and we're a data science consultancy based in London, and we do everything to do with AI, data strategy, transformation, as well as build a lot of the products that we have, so we have a lot of engineers and data scientists too. We're here today to collect our certificates for ISO 27001 and 9001, so those are the information security management and the quality management.
So working with BSI has been a great experience. So from the stage one where we were having to see if we were kind of ready for 27001, that was done remotely and was really smooth, and then we kind of moved on to our audits and our surveillances, which we've had Jamie Slater the whole way through, and he's been great. He's kind of always made time to come visit us in our office and then do remote works. And I'm really excited that we can actually take the certificates and put them on the wall at the office and be really proud of the hard work that myself and the rest of the team have been putting in over the last, I think, 2.5 years.
Our first certification was 27001, and we chose it because of a client. So a client of ours worked with a lot of confidential information, and so we needed to work with it as well. And so they were really keen that we have a high degree of compliance with 27001, even if we didn't have the certification itself. So we did some gap analysis with our auditors to understand how close we were, and it turned out quite close. There's a lot of formalisation of procedures and processes, etc., that we needed to do, and it really helped us add structure to a lot of the things that we didn't have. But it was a commercially driven decision in the very beginning, but actually operationally has been a great thing for us to do as well. So some great benefits there is for having 27001. One of the ones that kind of comes to mind often is our supplier onboarding. So we work with quite a few financial services firms, etc., and we go through some quite laborious supplier registration processes, and those are much simpler. By a lot of the time we can answer by saying we have ISO 27001 and we're audited by BSI, and because you're a credible brand and everyone knows who you are, it just means that we kind of sail through those processes. It gives us a lot of competitive edge as well in some of the industries where we work a lot with confidential information. So we also chose to do 9001 as well because it was really important to us that customers recognised, or that we were able to demonstrate to customers that we really care about quality. And it sounds such an obvious thing to do, but knowing that you have processes in place, that you care about outputs, that you care about how the team work and how aftercare will be for them when we build the products, I think it's really important, and it's really, again, made a difference to some of our customers, especially our government customers who really care about that. But we chose BSI as our certification body. We were given a list and some suggestions by an auditor that we engage with. You were at the top of the list, and it was a very short list of what organisations, or we were told would be a credible list of organisations. There are ones that you've never heard of, and it meant that from a customer standpoint, if someone's evaluating whether or not they can trust the audit in the first place, the fact that they recognise you and you are a credible body actually just gets us over that hump as well. So we've never had to try explain, was it a good audit or anything like that. It's always just credible. We've seen a lot of improvements in our processes and the way that we work in both 27001 and 9001. 27001, especially as in the modern world, there's a lot of information security concerns, to say the least, and it's helped us really take a step back, look at what we do, be confident that we're doing the right things, the way that we kind of do the monitoring, measuring, the evaluation, etc. It's just something, having a certification in place and having a process in place means you actually take the time to step back and actually talk about it. And so often times you wouldn't have these conversations in a board or in a kind of review meeting because it just wouldn't be there. So it kind of forces you to have a conversation in a good way. And that's true as well for 9001, where it forces you to go back and look through customer feedback actually for the last quarter. Something you might not do, look at what actually could we change if there is negative feedback. I think it forces you to have those conversations internally. And if that's all it does, actually that's a good thing as well. What I'd say to other companies that were looking to go for 27001 or 9001 is that if you're looking to put yourself on a really good footing, that you can grow sustainably, you can grow in a controlled manner. So for us, because we had a lot of engineers and a lot of data scientists using technology, we wanted to make sure that we could embed processes quite early on that meant that it was smooth sailing from then on, or as smooth sailing as we could have as the team grew. And it really helped to do these things. I think we were only around 15 people when we did the initial certifications, and so it's been a really helpful thing for us to do. The last piece of advice I would give to people is choose a credible certification body. It helps a lot, and I think so for us as well, we engaged an external auditor as our internal audit function as well. So just having someone who's also looking at the process so that when it comes around to audit, it's not just a once a year kind of surveillance, it is an all year round process that works well.